Boys, you know how I said I'd catch you at home? Unfortunately, I didn't even make it home. We're barely cruising. Look at that steering wheel. What is up, guys? Welcome back to a new episode from Backyard Boys. If you guys are new to this channel, please lightly tap the subscribe button down below and don't forget to turn on your post notifications. If you guys watched the previous video, you guys saw that this is basically where we left off on the 335, but here what we have is a painted fender. So I actually dropped this fender off for paint just to get the cut-ins, and by cut-ins I mean paint over here and paint back here. That way when the fender is on the car, we can paint everything at one time. But the guy just went ahead and painted the whole entire fender, and now it's the moment of truth that if this right here, this color match from the brand new fender to the door, if it matches pretty darn good, and it looks like it matches pretty darn good. I have not tested it up yet, but if it matches, then we don't have to paint the fender at all, which is just like cha-ching. That's freaking amazing. We also got the hood over here. Unfortunately, the hood has a little bit of damage here, and here you can't really see because it's kind of into the foam, and then we got a little ding right here, but that is not the biggest deal. Right now what we got to do is go ahead and drop this fender onto the car, and then after that we're going to change the hood out. And also remember the last episode I told you guys about this? Yeah, so that finally came in as well. We're gonna go ahead and swap this out, and then we're gonna start it up, warm it up, hear this puppy rip, see what it sounds like, and yeah, let's get right into it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start putting that fender on and bolting it down for good, because that does not need to come off anymore. Let's go. Anyways, went ahead and put the hood on, and things are aligning much easier than I thought. Like, once again, this car is just coming together to be one of the easiest rebuilds. Unfortunately, I did notice some more damage in transportation. We got something here, and then we got a funny angle kind of corner here, but I can repair this without mud, like 99% sure. That right here will need a little bit of mud, and these corners I may be able to just kind of tap them out. Anyways, I want to show you guys how the fender matched, and yes, the fender is a hair wider, but honestly that's because this fender, or this door over here, was painted in 2013 original paint, and this is painted yesterday. So with a buff, this will be almost perfect to a point where you won't tell, if not perfect 100%. So I'm not going to make any kind of final decisions right now. It seems like the fender is going to be staying. No need to repaint the fender whatsoever. Although, remember I told you guys in the previous episode about this gap over here? Yeah, see how big that is? And that actually gets regulated by the reinforcer bar. If we can kind of slide my feet under here and show you guys when I move this thing up, you see that gap gets small? So what we're gonna do right now is go ahead and pull this front bumper off, and then I kind of did my measurements. It kind of needs to go up right about 1/2 inch, and on the right side the hood needs to be pushed down a little bit, so all this stuff kind of goes in count, and to make this gap up front perfect. All right guys, let's get that front bumper off and get this hood all gapped out with the front bumper. Okay, boys, I don't know where we left off last, but the last time I worked on this thing, I had to run after that, so I didn't film basically the progress, but I did speak with my painter and things like that. You know, the damages here, I showed you guys earlier, there and there. We're actually gonna go ahead and repair that at the paint shop, or he's gonna repair it, so that's not a big deal. But right now, what we have to do is go ahead and put that belt on, that serpentine belt on, make sure that thing is on, and then we're gonna tighten the bumper up so it wouldn't fly off, and then we can go give it a road test. Unfortunately, my wheels still have not came because the wheels were on back order, so it takes a couple of weeks, if not up to a month or longer. So it's been like 3.5 weeks already. I think so, yeah, somewhere around there. I'm still waiting for them. As soon as they come on, I'm gonna go ahead and slap them on. Most likely will be in the next episode, hopefully, fingers crossed, and alongside with the paint, because this thing is technically done. But these wheels are a little bent up. Someone commented, like, look at that thing, dude. Thing is shot, you know. But I have no choice but to drive it like this for a couple miles to my house. So without further ado, let's get that belt changed out. Let's get this thing ripping. Let's get this thing started up. Show you guys what it sounds like, warm it up, and possibly vacuum a little bit of the inside because it's pretty filthy. Let's go. All right, boys, well, that's gonna be what it is for now. We got the bumper on both sides. It ain't gonna fall off anywhere. We got everything set up. Everything is basically ready to drop the car off at the paint department as is right now. But since we do have to wait a couple of days for the paint department, what we're gonna do is actually go ahead and drive to the car wash, pressure wash the engine bay, kind of clean up the car all around, make it, you know, do all the minor things that we can do prior to the paint department. And yeah, hear how this thing sounds, hear how it sounds on the road, things like that. So my buddy will follow me with the GoPro, just see how much footage we can get on the street. Yeah, these wheels are beat up, but it should be fine. It should be fine. Look at that. They're run flats, and the car wash and everything is like super close to us. So let's go send it, see what it does, see if anything falls apart, anything happens. I'm pretty excited. Oh. Sounds like some ring rust. All right, well, it's just sounds like a little squeaky or what is it called, steering column, whatever. We're gonna drive it, see if it's gonna go away. All right, boys, well, we have figured out what that noise was with the steering. So basically, the steering column, which is right here, these bolts right here that hold it, there's only 2 of them. and this one was completely loose. Like, it was super loose. I had to impact it, and then I torqued it down, make sure it's all tight. So we'll see if that goes away. Another issue we just kind of came up with, or I noticed it when I was under there, is the intercooler or the radiator is aftermarket, and this lower radiator fitting on this side, it clipped in everything, and it still was a little bit dripping, a little bit of coolant. I'm not sure right now if it was from me clipping it in wrong, maybe the seal kind of flipped up or anything. So what I did is I poured out all the intercool or all the antifreeze, put that thing, or pulled that connection off, figured everything out, lubed it up, and slid it back on. Hopefully that fixes it, and if that does not fix it, we're gonna have to order a new radiator, because I'm not trying to sit here, you know, piggyback trying to find all these stupid problems when I can just order myself a new radiator, slap it in, and I'll know it'll work for good. So moment of truth now is to lower the car, put some coolant in it, go ahead and run that cycle in again, and see if everything goes well. Hopefully we'll have no more noises. Well, boys, this time we're actually gonna go for a test spin. Unfortunately, it's a little bit dark, so I guess we'll just meet at the car wash, pressure wash the engine bay, and then from there, I'll catch you guys tomorrow with more exhaust clips, kind of sounds, driving, and things like that. Give you guys an update. So let's go to the car wash. We have arrived at the car wash, as you guys can tell. Unfortunately, they are playing some copyrighted music outside, so I'm going to go ahead and throw in my own music, uncopyrighted, and we're gonna wash this thing. I just give it a light scrub, nothing serious. And our main goal is actually to wash the engine bay, try not to get any water into the filter or anything like that. So let's get into it. All right, well, we have gotten everything washed up, and it's definitely steaming because the motor was hot. But right now we're gonna fill up, and then I'll catch you guys tomorrow. And yeah, give you guys some exhaust sounds, everything like that. It seems like it's not overheating. It seems like things are good. I can't see the curb. Out there, we're good. All right, let's go fill this thing up. All right, boys, we put 20 bucks in the tank. Should be good to get it to the paint shop and everything. I'll catch you guys tomorrow with some crazy exhaust sounds. We'll think of something. See you guys tomorrow. Boys, you know how I said I'd catch you at home? Unfortunately, I didn't even make it home. We're barely cruising. Look at that steering wheel. Driving on run flats, a flat run flat wasn't the best idea after all. Let's see if we can get some footage. But luckily we are like 2 minutes away from home, so we're just gonna continue cruising, and then I'll catch you guys tomorrow for sure, show you guys the tire. This is funny. All right, well, it's the next morning here, and this engine bay is looking 100 times better. Absolutely, look at that thing. Like, it looks decent now, it looks presentable, you know what I'm saying? Not just like all dirt and all this stuff, but it is what it is. We made it home last night, and I know you guys are gonna be like, hey, why were you driving on a flat tire? But honestly, at the point where the tire was flat, we tried to pump it up, it wouldn't hold air. I just literally didn't care. I have new tires and wheels that are coming and gonna be on the way. When I reach my hand in the back over here, literally, like, you can kind of slide your hand inside the rim or inside the tire. Like, this sidewall on the other side is completely shot. So yeah, I don't know when my new set is gonna come. Hopefully it comes pretty soon, but if it doesn't, then I might just go pick up a roller set just for now. I do need a roller set just so they'll be laying around the house, because I always get BMWs and a lot of times they have suspension damage, something wrong with the wheels, this and that. But I do have 2 wheels that are safe. So this wheel over here is safe and that wheel up there is safe. So I don't know, these are gonna be 2 spares for me. This one is flat over here as well, and this rim is all gonked up. But I know this video is already getting long just because how much I filmed. So this is probably gonna be around a 20-minute video. Watch me be way off, watch it be like a 7-minute video. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for all the love, all the support. If you guys want to support the channel, please cop yourself some merch. And that thing is actually most likely gonna go to paint next and get that thing all painted, unless my wheels come before the paint. So I'll do like the wheels and then throw in the paint or something. We'll figure something out. Stay tuned. Also, I forgot to tell you guys, I did let that thing warm up. We ran it for about an hour, just no overheating, seems like no issues, no check engine lights, nothing like that. So the car seems to be checking out pretty good so far. I can't really tell by the alignment because of how bent and beat up the wheels and tires are, but I guess all of that will be figured out once the new wheels are here. So with that being said, you guys have a beautiful day and I'm out. I forgot to throw in some exhaust clips, so do it too much. I got neighbors, so watch my dad walk out right now. But yeah, sounds freaking sick, especially with the he has a cowl delete, and you can hear the intercooler so good, or the blow off valve so good, and the turbo with the cowl delete, it goes like